Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about spring. I'm so happy it's spring. After the spring we had last year, I just really hope and pray that this spring is going to be better, and in fact I just know it's going to be better. So spring is one of my favorite times for nail polish because it's when all those fun pastel-y colors come out, as well as some bright colors as we get ready to go into summer. And quite a few of the polishes that I have in here have been favorites of mine for a really long time and are from older collections. And then I have quite a few that I have added to my favorites that are from collections that were released this year in 2021. They're such good polishes. I have quite a few pastels in here, and then I have just a few brighter ones because, like I said, as we get into spring, I'm just like looking ahead for summer because that's my favorite season. So I put in a few bright colors in there. I did pretty good. I have like 18 polishes in here. I noticed a lot of the favorites I pulled out were very, very close together in like color tone, and so I just picked my favorite out of that group. So I'll kind of mention as I go along some that are similar to that one that I like as well that you might have in your collection. But if you don't have any of these in your collection, I would suggest grabbing them because they're so good. I will put links down below to each individual polish so you know where to find it. And I think all these are findable. Is that a word? I think you can find all these, hopefully. Let's get into it. So we'll start out with the lightest color because that's usually what I do. So this is Happy as Can As Be, and this is from the new Keep You Posted collection. And this is from, take two. This is Happy as Can As Be, and this is from the new Essie Keep You Posted collection. I love it. It's like an off-white, so it's a white, but it's got a little bit of gray in there and a little bit of beige, just barely. So it's not like a bright stark white, it's a little bit more of a muted white. It's got a beautiful formula, and that brush is amazing. And so this one is going to be opaque in like 2 coats, you guys. It's so good, and it's a good one. If you don't have a good off-white, this is a really fantastic one. And you don't like a stark white but you want something a little lighter, this is a good option. I also have a review of this collection. I have a review of most of these collections. I think I'll add that on there too. I'll put a link for the polishes first, and then I'll put links to the collection reviews so you guys can try them all out. But the formulas on all the polishes in this collection were so good, so I would definitely check it out. That was a Target exclusive collection, and so just keep that in mind. I'm not sure if they're all available still because I know it's limited edition, so if you really like this one, I would try to hurry and go get that. Then the next one we have is Talk to the Sand. I love this so much, guys. I don't know why I whispered that. That was really creepy, but it's a bright, really light peach, and it makes your tan just pop. I'll put a picture in here of me wearing it with a tan last year. This is my favorite polish from last year, and a lot of you liked it when I posted it. I've posted it several times actually, and it always gets a lot of attention. But it's such a good, fun, bright polish for spring or summer, and like I said, it was my favorite from last year out of all the polishes, and it's got a fantastic formula with that new brush. It's just amazing. It's going to be opaque in 2 to 3, probably depending on how you apply it. I want to make a little reel on how to apply light polishes because they can be a little bit difficult, so I think I'm going to do that soon, and I'll probably use this as an example. This is such a good one. Everybody needs this one. Go get it. Now. It's still available. It's available at Beyond Polish, so I'll put a link to that one down below. So still sticking with the peachy category, this is like a peachy coral. This is my favorite nail polish line. Essie Gel Couture, my favorite. I don't wear them often enough. I don't know why, because I have so many to go through. But this was the very first one that I tried, and I tried the longevity on it, and it lasted like 8 to 10 days. You guys, it was so good. I was on vacation, I used sunscreen, and it lasted. It was so good. I just fell in love with it. It's like a peachy coral, a light one, and it'll bring out a tan as well. And even if you're not tan, it'll make you look tan, and it's just so good. It's my favorite one from that line. I have a review of that whole Gel Couture line. If you haven't tried it, you need to. You don't use a base coat with it. The base coat is infused in the polishes. You just need to use their top coat that goes along with it, and I highly recommend using that top coat with it. I get a lot of questions, can you use that top coat with other polishes? Yes, I do. It's a really great one. I just get really good results. So this is Couture Curator. I don't think I said that. So good. I'm gonna say that about all these. But they're so good. This next one is on the list, and it's another corally shade. It's a little bit darker than this one, Couture Curator. This one is just a fun, bright corally shade, and I love to wear these a lot of the time in summer as well, but I thought I'd just throw it in here so you guys could see it. It's another one from my favorite line, the Essie Gel Couture line, and this one has a special place in my heart. I have a few of those in here because I wore this for the first time when I was in New York with Essie in 2017. So I really, really like this one a lot. And the formula is fantastic. Again, you want to use it with that Essie Platinum top coat that goes with it. It also has this twisty bottle so that you know it's like the same line, and you want to make sure to use those together. So this one's really fantastic. This is Essie Chilato. This is like a pistachio. It's so beautiful. This came out in the summer 2015 collection. That was a really, really great collection. In fact, I might grab another polish just because I just remembered another one that I love. I probably will. But this is a beautiful lime green, but it has a lot of white in the base. And I'm not someone who would ever just want to wear lime green polish. That's just not really my thing. But this is just really subtle. And even my sisters who like to wear things that are a little bit more classic really like this one too. So it's a good kind of neutral, even though it's a lime green, and you're gonna love it. It's an iconic shade from Essie. You need Chilato in your life. The formula is more of like a crelly formula, so it's going to build up. I think it's been a while since I've used it, so 2 to 3 coats maybe depending on your application, though it's a little bit of a crelly. And I get questions about what that is. Crelly is a little bit like a clear jelly polish mixed with a little bit of cream, so it's not like super opaque in one coat. It's going to take a few coats to build up. It's my favorite formula, actually. If you like greens and you like this Chilato color, another green that I really love is called Going Guru. This one might be a little bit harder to find, and I'm just going to mention it just so you guys know. It's a really beautiful one for spring as well. It's a little bit more green, and so that one's kind of similar. This Chilato just has a touch more yellow in it, but I love this one too. Another green, this is more of a mint green, and it leans more green than blue on the mint spectrum, so I guess you would say it's more spearmint than peppermint. It's really beautiful. This came out in the Soft Shades collection in 2016. I loved that collection. I might try to find that whole collection for you guys because it's just really good. It's all these really soft muted pastels, and I actually have like 3 of them in my favorites here in this video. So this is the mint one. The formula is really fantastic. It's going to build up into, oh, gosh, it's been a while since I've used these. Yeah, I think it should build up into possibly 3, and you know, with these pastel colors, that's just kind of how it is, and that might bother you. It doesn't bother me. I like 1 coat wonders, but I don't mind a 2 or 3 coater either. There's a lot of blue mints out there. I kind of like this green one just a little bit better, although I do have some kind of blue minty colors in here, but this one's a little bit different. Okay, so let's talk about blue mint tones. This one is Blossom Dandy. This is also from the summer 2015 collection, and like I said, that one was so good, and the formula on all of them is just fantastic. Like, this is going to be opaque in 2 coats for sure, like probably close to 1, but it's a beautiful kind of minty polish that leans a little bit more blue instead of the one that leans a little bit more green. So you can see that difference here. It's probably in my top 5, this one. It's so good. There's a lot of polishes out there that kind of have similar color tones, and they've even released a few that have. I'll try to type them up here if I can remember them. But I really still like this one, even though it has that thin brush. It's so good. And if you like Blossom Dandy, I just wanted to quickly mention that Gelato on My Mind is another one of my favorites, and this is from OPI. It's kind of their version of Blossom Dandy, I would say. It's maybe just a shade darker, but I really like this one too. The next one is Blue-La-La from the summer 2017 collection. This collection has a special place in my heart because I actually saw a sneak peek of this collection early when I was in New York with Essie in 2017, and it just brings fond memories. And I remember seeing this one and going, oh, I can't wait till that one comes out. It's just so beautiful, you guys. It's the prettiest blue. It's kind of brighter. It's got a lot of white in it, as you can see next to Blossom Dandy. Or maybe you can't. Blossom Dandy has a little bit more green in it, but they're kind of close. This has more green, Blossom Dandy does, and then this one has more blue. They're different, guys. And it just has a bright quality to it. It's so good. I still remember the nail art design I did using all of these, and I'll probably post a picture of that so you guys can see it, because I love this collection too. So this one's really good. This next one is I Am What I Amethyst, and this is also from this Soft Shades 2016 collection. So this is another one from that. It's a beautiful light, like periwinkle purple. It's really soft and pastel and beautiful. and it's got a really great formula. OPI just does a good job. They're just a good brand. A good solid brand that always does a good job. And this is just so pretty. This is good. So this has a little bit more purple than this is Blue-La-La. So they're a little bit different. This next one is Dreams Need Clara-fication, and it's from the Nutcracker Holiday Collection, actually from 2018. So this wasn't like a spring release, but I love these kind of shades for spring. This is like a bright periwinkle shade. I really also love You're Such a Budapest, and it's kind of close to this one. That probably is a little bit darker and more blue, and that one has, or more purple I should say, and then it has more shimmer in it. I think this one's a little bit brighter, and so I like it a little bit better, especially for spring. It's got a really great formula. It's going to build up into coats, and it's really pretty. This next one is a beautiful pale yellow. It's called One Chic Chick. It's my favorite pale yellow. It's a little bit more muted, a little bit grayed out, and so it's not as like a punchy pastel. It's a little bit more neutral, and I love a good neutral. This one was also from that Soft Shades collection in 2016. I told you guys that is a good collection. It's so good. If you want to go on a nail polish hunt that collection down. OPI has done a handful of these. I also like Tell Me About It. That's a really good one too, from one of my favorite collections of theirs, the Retro collection. That one's a little bit brighter, I want to say, and this one's a little bit more muted, and sometimes in the spring I like a more muted shade. This next one is Hollywood and Vibe, and this is so good. This is from their new 2021 Hollywood collection that just was recently released. It's a beautiful shade. It's probably my favorite out of the entire collection. The collection was really good. I have a review of that collection. You can check it down below. I'll have a link to it. The formula is really fantastic. It's opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on your application. It's just got a really nice formula, and it's a beautiful kind of purpley pink lavender shade, but then by itself it kind of just looks like bubblegum pink. But when I did a lot of comparisons, it definitely had a little bit more lavender in it, and I just realized it's pretty close to Olive and June Cockatoo because I pulled both of these out, and I don't know why I didn't compare these, so I'm sorry about that. I totally should have done that. I think Cockatoo is maybe a touch lighter, but I have both of these in here as my favorite. So this one is maybe a touch more lavender and just a touch, whoa, I caught that, a touch darker. And so, I don't know, I don't mind having both. I have like a million colors that are this shade. Okay, they're not all the same. They're all slightly different. I will say that. I have a million, but it's one of my favorite shades to wear. I love light pink polishes. This one's really beautiful too. And I really like the Olive and June brand quite a bit. They last quite a while. Use their top coat and you can get about 8 days of it in my experience. If you add the top coat again about halfway through your mani. So love them. Now we're going to talk about purple. This is Don't Toot My Flute. This is from the PERU collection in 2018 and it's really pretty. It's a really soft purple, and so it's more of a bluish purple, so but it's not as blue to make it periwinkle, so it's more purple like lilac. Explaining these can get annoying at times. So I really love this. Obviously it's in my favorites. I don't know what else to say about it. It's got a beautiful color. It's a little bit different than this other periwinkle purple that I have in here. As you can see, it's a little bit just more purple. You gotta have pastel purple, right? And then one of my favorites, this is the time of year when I love to just wear a good, solid, medium tone pink, and this is Mod Square. It's got a fantastic formula. This has been a favorite of mine for a long time. In fact, it's pretty old. When is this from? Spring 2007, guys. I did not buy it at that time, I don't think, because I really started getting into polish about 2013, 2014. Bought it later, but it's been around for a long time, and it's good. It's a good pink. It does remind me a lot of Slumber Party On, if you got that from the new Not Ready for Bed collection. It's a little bit more purple and it's not as bright, but they're pretty close in color tone. This one's definitely brighter, so I can't remember if I did comparisons to that or not, but those are both really good if you like a mid-tone pink. And if you can't find Mod Square, although I think you can because it's a pretty iconic shade, get that one. That one's good too. It's just not as bright. So now we're getting into darker colors. I have like 4 darker shades. I'm going to talk about Flowerista next. It was my #1 Essie polish for a long time. I don't know that I could say that now. I have to really think about that. But it's definitely a must-have. It's probably in my top 10. Because every time you put this on, you're like, oh my gosh. You will say that out loud when you paint. Because the formula is so fantastic. It's going to be opaque in like 1 coat. Even with that thin brush, it's going to go on so beautifully, you guys. It's just the perfect purple with like a touch of pink. It's a little bit brighter. It just gets you happy and excited for spring. So I love this one so much. This next one is 15 Minutes of Flame, and this is also from the new Hollywood 2021 spring collection. It's so pretty. I can't wait to put this on my toes. In fact, I'm going to do that today. It's a beautiful pink polish with this beautiful shimmer running through it. It's like a golden silvery shimmer, and it just gets me excited for summer. So that's what I love about spring. It means summer's coming. I really like this one. I'm definitely going to be putting this on my toes. I might on my fingers in the summer, we'll see. But it's just a fun, bright, kind of flashy color. Get you excited for summer. I like it. And it's going to be opaque in 2 coats. Of course, I had to add a green, and look how beautiful this green is. This is called Rated Pea-G. It's also from the Hollywood collection. If you have Jade is the New Black, I believe I saw that this one's really close to that. I don't have that one anymore. I think I gave it away years ago. That was really dumb. Why did I do that? So I'm glad to have this one because I really liked that one quite a bit, and I like this one. If you have that one, pull it out because it's similar to this one. If you don't, go get this Rated Pea-G. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade with a fantastic formula. It's going to be opaque in 2 coats. And I love a good, bright, kind of cherry red in the spring and summer. In fact, I kind of want to put this on my toes. Ooh, that's going to be a tough decision. I don't know, guys. Life is hard. I'm in a weird mood, sorry. So this is Emmy. Have you seen Oscar? Did I say that? And it, like I said, it's a beautiful form. It's going to build up really nicely in 2 coats. There's a lot of shades like this, but this is just like the newest version. So if you don't have a bright red shade like this, definitely get this one because it's really good. It's almost leaning a little bit coral, which I like best in reds. I like them to lean coral. It's beautiful. Okay, I feel a little crazy in that video. So hopefully that was good, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Those are my favorite spring polishes. I know I'm going to be sitting here and thinking, oh, I missed that and I missed that, but it's okay. It's okay, Laurie. I don't need to add them all. But those are definitely ones that I just really, really love, and I think that you guys will love too. And hopefully that gets you excited for spring. We need something to be excited about. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.